Okay, that's enough partying for now. Um, so, the My Little Pony Season 6 premiere um, came out a couple days ago. I watched it last night. It was like midnight or something. And, well, so I'm just going to share my thoughts on this episode. I'm going to do this with all the episodes for Season 6. I don't know if I'm going to do it for Season 7. So, anyway, so, like, I knew that, okay, so, for some reason, this is just a suspicious one. Okay, so just to start with, she had, like, a new main cut. It was, like, really weird. It kind of looked like Rarity's hair. It was, like, this and, like, this. And, I'm guessing Twilight was just like, okay. Okay, so, and, apparently she was Twilight's pupil, which is kind of weird. Okay, so, it's just like, and then she's like staying in her home, and it's just like, oh no, she's the 7th main character, no! And so, I'm guessing Twilight was just like, okay, so you want to be my pupil, you gotta get rid of this hair, because it looked just like I don't want you to be bald, but you want, get different hair, come on. So, apparently, and then later, for some reason, like, all the main 6 are just like all of a sudden in her house, which always confuses me. Why are they always in there? like, don't they have homes too? So they're just like talking about the crystalling, which sounds like some type of horror movie title, The Crystalling, The Shining, and so blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And so then they're like, oh, kids in Shining Armor having a baby. And when they get there, Twilight bumps into Shining Armor, and he's just like, dude, I'm so tired. And I'm just like, there is no doubt that he's high. Like, he's on drugs and stuff. And just like, there is no doubt. And they wouldn't have drugs in the kid show. What am I saying? Okay, so, anyway, so apparently the baby, well, we already know this. The baby is all the brownies knew this. The baby is an alicorn with massive wings that looks freaking ridiculous. And it's just like, and Twilight was just like, what? I thought you had to earn alicorn wings or horn, but I already had this horn. I just earned these wings. If you didn't know, younger viewers of My Little Pony who didn't watch season 3, 2, and 1. And then I'm just like, no, I know that Celestia, I'm guessing, and like, up to this point, I always thought that Celestia and Luna were born alicorns, and I'm just like, there is like no way, well, guess what, Twilight, you know, Celestia and Luna's born alicorns, right? And then Celestia just says, oh, the birth of an alicorn is something a question I've never seen before, and then I had like the reaction that Luke Skywalker had when he found out that Darth Vader was his father. I was just like, no, it's that true. That's impossible. And then I pretend to do like a Celestia voice, and she's like, search your feelings, you know it's to be true. And just like, no. And so apparently, Starlight's first friendship lesson is for her to make up with her best friend, Sunburst, which reminds me of like some type of candy, like Starburst. I can't have Starburst right now because I got braces. And well, so I thought it was gonna be like some big horse, but no, he looks like a little pony. And they were just like, oh, Hasbro was leading up to this from like season 5 finale. It's all set up for this episode. So then, and then she goes to Starburst house with Spike, and she's like, ooh. And I'm just like, why does Starburst live in the Crystal Empire? Don't you find that's a little bit convenient? So then it's like really awkward. It's just like, and they're both trying to hide something. It's just like, off camera. So, and, oh, 6 minutes, okay. So, and what's next? And then, since the baby is like sticking out of corn, oh yeah, and by the way, Luna sounded like she was British for some reason. Okay, so anyway, um, so then, um, oh god, I need some deodorant. So then, since the baby is not a card, she like is like really freaking powerful, and then they're like separated from Pinky, and she goes like a baby, cause cause she is, and she goes, and then the crystal heart breaks, and they're like, oh no, the crystal empire is about to be snowed on, and then it's just like, oh god, what are we gonna do? What about the crystalling? So that's okay. So Spike explains what the crystalling is. It's apparently what happens whenever like there's like a new member for the crystal. There's a new resident for the Crystal Empire. They're just like, hey guys, we got somebody new here. Hold him up. No. So then. So then they all like. Well, apparently they had like lulls in there, LOLs. So like, but Starlight's just like, okay, what the heck is going on here? And they see the baby flying away, and Pickup's just like, okay, so this one, he's just like, oh, and and when like sunlight, no, it's Sunburst and Starlight, and they're like sitting there. There's like having a conversation, like, oh, this is so awkward. Oh yeah. Nom, nom, nom. Okay, so he didn't actually eat her, but that would be really crazy if he did. So, so then they're just like, oh, what do we do? And apparently, Stunburst. Wait, it's Sunburst, not Stunburst. Apparently, Starburst. Excuse me. Sunburst knows how to fix this problem. So he's just like, oh god, it is. And since he has a crap ton of books, he's just like, oh, they got the spell. Let's go. Okay, they didn't actually drive in a car. Who knows if cars are ever going to be in the My Little Pony cartoon. Hey, maybe there is. Maybe there will be someday, and Spike's just gonna be like, "Hey, Twilight, look what I made. What is that? It's a car." And you're like, "What's a car?" And Twilight's just like, "What's a car?" Oh, it's just something I invented. And that didn't happen. So then they go to the Crystal Castle, and they're like, "Okay." And he's just like, "I know how to fix this." So I'm not gonna. So whenever like you gets like love, because the Crystal Empire is like run by love or something like that. So then he goes to the Crystal Ponies, and one of them had like a weird mustache. One of them was like an old elderly pony, but it sounded like a teenager. And one was like some nerd thing, some geek, and they were like, okay, get the love. And then so these four right here, were shooting the crystal heart with lasers. And that's pretty much what you have to do. You just have to shoot it with lasers until until your friend gets the love and like throws it right in there, and then it fixes them, and they all turn to crystal ponies for like a couple seconds because it always happens. Every time something happens, they just turn to crystal ponies, and it's like, and like. And they look really weird, especially Crystal Starlight. Crystal Leslie, she looked, I don't know, it just looked pretty much the same, except her hair wasn't flowing this way, it was flowing that way. Crystal, oh, her crown fell off. Okay, so Crystal Luna, she looked pretty much the same, except she was like Crystal, that's it. So, yeah, I'm gonna put this back on soon. She kind of looked like this a little bit. So, and, and stuff, and then they were like, okay, bye, they're all in the train station, let's go, whee! Credits roll, the end. So that was pretty much the episode. It was kind of crappy, but it was alright. It's alright. I thought it was just gonna be as, like, stupid as the season 4 premiere, but, I don't know. I just didn't like the beginning. I was just like, come on, now there's a... I want Twilight to be like the learner. Twilight, you're the main character. You're supposed to teach kids this, okay? Not some other ponies. Okay, well, actually, we got season 1 for that. But, okay, I'm just like, that show changed so much. And I thought I wasn't going to be wrong anymore, but I don't know. I stuck to it, and it was like, okay, Twilight's just, like, floating on her head. It is... So there's that. Okay, so my final thoughts is like a 6 out of 10. I give it. So I don't know if we're gonna do a grade for all of them. Okay, bye bye. Let me just turn the music back on. Never mind. Bye.